Hi there, this is H. Victoria Hargro Atkerson. I'm an author and a writer, and I'm also a publisher, which I will be doing very soon. It's a new phase of my life, and I'm very excited about it, and I'll tell you more about it in a few minutes. I would love to talk a moment about why we write, because I find that as I'm do interviewing people and talking to people about their writing, because I'm now getting into the publishing end of the business. I want to know from people why they write books, and I think it's important. And I don't think many people give any thought to why they write, and it's something that we kind of take for granted. It's kind of a stage that I find that some people kind of skip over. If you write a book, why in the world do you want to write it? I had a person who was having some very sad problems at home, and she wanted to write about the situation that she was in. But it wasn't anything out of the ordinary, and it was not exciting. It was not informative. It wasn't any new information there. So my question was, why do you want to write this book? She couldn't come up with an answer except that she just liked the idea of being a writer. But it goes a step further than that. When you are choosing a story to write about, it needs to have some kind of substance. You need to have some motivation behind your reason for writing that book. Example, one of the things that the enslaved is my latest one, and one of the reasons I wanted to write this because I was curious. I was curious, and I was very passionate about my desire to know what happened to our people on those ships. What happened to them? What would I do in that situation? So I wanted information. So I began like a 2, 3 year journey of looking at everything I could find and read about slavery. It was like a driving desire. I would wake up in the morning thinking about it. It was so profound. And I would go to sleep with these ideas in mind and thinking about where these people were. How could they survive such a treacherous, abhorrent situation when, in fact, as I am today, would I have been able to survive that? I like to think that I would, but knowing me, because I understand one of the things I cannot tolerate in my life are rodents, and the consistent thing that I kept hearing and reading about those slave ships, they were like crawling with them. So it was one of the things that would I probably would have been one of those people that jumped overboard to keep from being bitten by those awful things. I mean, it's just so disgusting to think about it, and to think about people laying on a platform that's riddled with splinters, not even a bed, just wooden surfaces, and you're there for weeks, chained to these boards for weeks and weeks at a time. So those are the kind of motivations that drew me to write this book, because I was just driven with curiosity, and I wanted to know, and I also wanted to inform myself as well as the reader. But the most passionate desire was to inform myself and to put myself to the test. Would I be able to survive it? Would I be able to? Would you be able to survive it? So that's the answer a question. My motivation was to answer a question. The other reason why we write books to tell people about something they never heard of before. So we're informing them about information. Although everyone has heard about being enslaved, but maybe there's some things you didn't know about it. So maybe I could find out some new information that would put you in touch with that. Because I hear a lot of people say, oh, I can never go through that. I bet you anything you would go through whatever's necessary to stay alive. And I think that's the victory our people have had over all conditions that have affected us, because we were able and capable of surviving whatever situations we were in. And that is why we need to honor our ancestors, because they did all of that. And that was really special. So take a look at Enslaved and look out for Enslaved Part 2. We were calling that Princess Gemma. That's her book. And it's also, we talk about the African warrior that entered slavery to save her and to see whatever he could do to keep her from being harmed. He was a valiant warrior, and he was in love with her. So it's a real good one. It's a good twister. You're going to love it. It will be out very soon. So take a look at that when it comes out. I'm very excited to present it to you, you know. So you take care, and just remember, stay safe. Wear your mask at all times. I don't care where you are. Wear them. Make sure your children wear them. Make sure your family members wear them. And it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. Because when you acknowledge the science of this, you're pretty strong. You know, and we need to stay on top of it, okay? So you take care, and God bless. See you next time.